IDF successfully splits Gaza Strip in two.
Here's a summary of the article.
With 30 casualties and around 300 wounded, the IDF said on Sunday that it has completed the siege on Gaza City, effectively splitting the Gaza Strip in two. The strategic move aims to pressure terrorist strongholds into either engaging in open combat or remaining isolated within the city's extensive network of underground tunnels. They arrived at the coast and the southern side of Gaza City and they encircled Gaza City. Essentially today there is a northern Gaza and a southern Gaza. We have arrived at the beach and they are strengthening this line. We continue to allow for a corridor for the residents of northern Gaza and Gaza City to move southward. This is a one-way corridor to the south. We continue to attack with strength and we continue to carry out our ground operation in northern Gaza and the greater Gaza City. Since the beginning of the ground operations, we have struck more than 2,500 targets. Also at this hour, we are carrying out a large attack on terrorist infrastructure both below and above ground, killing terrorists and searching for senior Hamas commanders. On Sunday, the forces successfully breached the fortified Netzarim corridor, facilitating the evacuation of hundreds of Gaza residents to a secure zone in the region's southern sector. A similar effort by Israeli forces to pry open a humanitarian corridor on Saturday resulted in Hamas terrorists attacking soldiers while attempting to use the remaining civilians in Gaza as human shields. The IDF won't rush to capture Hamas's central strongholds in the heart of Gaza, such as the Shifa hospital where senior members of the organization and hundreds of other terrorists are hiding.
This post received a score of 8,400, with an upvote ratio of 88%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Despite the IDF's best efforts, there are twice as many Gazas. Would you fight one Gaza-sized chicken, or 100 chicken-sized Gazas?
A Gaza-sized chicken would either die immediately from being unable to support its own life, or become a monstrosity roaming the world that you pray never waddles over to your little corner of it.
Ducks waddle, chickens strut. This guy pulls trees.
Giant chicken also pulls trees.
Might as well try a four-state solution at this point. Israel plus 3 Palestines, West Bank, North Gaza, and South Gaza.
Fucking city-states.
Singapore would like to know your location.
There really isn't much information getting out of Gaza. Kinda like a Chinese internet firewall. Besides details like this, we're basically going to learn everything about what happened in the war with a very large delay.
Learn everything with a large delay? That's how all wars work. It's incredibly difficult, and not very wise in terms of strategy and tactics, to give an accurate play-by-play of everything that is happening.
2023. Modern audiences demand a fair and even war with referees to ensure no foul play. 2025. The first international blood games are held.
In the not-too-distant future, wars will no longer exist. But there will be rollerball.
That was seriously fast.
This was the 2-week special military operation Russia was talking about.
Russia absolutely steamrolled a massive section of Ukraine. Gaza is like 5 miles wide. It's not really comparable.
Greater than Russia absolutely steamrolled a massive section of Ukraine. Keep in mind, pushing convoys deep into Ukraine to make it appear as though they were not contested was part of their strategy, but then those convoys got dismantled. Also note that the population that Israel has surrounded in Gaza is not too far behind the population size that Russia has taken under control in the 22 invasion.
I mean, they also kept a lot of territory. Around 20% of pre-war Ukraine, including several large cities like Mariupol.
16% more than 2022, 20% of Ukraine considering the already captured territories. The point is that Russia should have under all accounts steamrolled Ukraine. Just the initial vehicles disparity should have sufficed. Instead they paid a price that heavy that not even all of Ukraine would make the endeavor worth it. The absurdity of this war is honestly tragicomic. Putin could have taken the hint after the defeat at Kiev, forced some pointless concessions like Ukraine promising to not house any NATO troops or some other thing to sell to the internal audience and get home declaring victory. Instead he doubled down on the idiocy.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.